How's it going, everybody? Random Andrew, you know me. Welcome to the channel. Today I show you the IPV3Li. This thing is really, really nice. I really like it. Not much bad to say about it, a lot of good to say about it. I haven't had anything in the predecessing in the series, anything that's come before it. It's the chip that's in it's the SX330V3SL chip. Now, some of you might not know what that means, so I'll just let you know. That's your hardware running it. That's how the chip is set up inside. There's other chips out there. One of the other really popular ones right now is the DNA 200, and it's a very, very, very customizable chip. There's not been put into a lot of different mods yet, but there's some out there, so if you're curious, hit the old Google and check out the DNA 200 chip. I'll have one to show you eventually. Now, with the IPV3Li, this thing is, I guess it would come out of the box 7 watts to 165 watts, and that's in wattage mode. It also has a temperature control mode for both titanium and nickel. You make your adjustments when you throw it into. Oh, great, it rounded down on me. So I'll just talk as I'm doing this. When you put it into temperature control mode, you actually get to set your temperature that you want as you're going into that mode as part of your settings. Now, once you're in temperature control mode, there we go. Once you're in temperature control mode, your adjustments are done by joules, not by the actual temperature. Got it? Okay. One of the things I was reading in an update about these is they've changed the fire button. They've improved upon the fire button from the last one. I guess a lot of people didn't like the previous model, the way that was set up. They listened, they changed it. You press both these buttons here, it's going to give you your set resistance. As you can see, mine doesn't say set resistance. I found a little program that lets me modify what it says when I turn it on. So instead of saying IPV3Li, it says wake and vape. Instead of check atomizer, when something's up with your Addy, or if you just don't have one on. Oh, there you go. No vape for you. If your batteries are almost dead, instead of throwing you a check battery warning, I do believe what I put in says no zappy zap. Yes, no zappy zap. But yeah, it's kind of nice to see that somebody's gone through the trouble of getting that program online. His name's Jason Josp, and I made a video kind of walking through the tutorial, the steps that he made to do these modifications. And if you want further than that, go on IPV Junkies on Facebook. Lots of information on there. These guys really know these machines. So what else is there to say about this? In wattage mode, 7 to 165 watts, but there's a firmware upgrade, which means you can upgrade your software a bit, and that'll bring you up to 200 watts. 200 watts. I tried running it at 200 watts, and you gotta have a big build in it, otherwise things go poof. Mine didn't. But I've seen this little Asian guy online, and he was showing a mod, a higher powered one. I'm not going to say the name of it right now, but he was showing one that was well over 200 watts, and that's exactly what it did. But he didn't have a very big build in it. I think he kind of knew and was just showing, that's how quick it happens. 200 watts is quite a bit of power, and it's nice to know it's capable, but you got a Lamborghini that'll do 200 mile an hour, you're not going to always cruise around doing 200 mile an hour, right? It's just nice to know it'll do it. This takes two 18650s. As you can tell in there, I've got a set of LG HE4s. They work nice, they work well, they serve their purpose, and they do it safely. This thing's made out of CNC aluminum. It's like aircraft quality aluminum or something. You ever drop it, should be alright, you hope. Quality construction, doesn't weigh a whole lot, still weighs your pocket down a bit, Some people, every time they see it, some of my friends that are still new into vaping, a little newer than me, and I'm still pretty new into it compared to some of you old school vapors out there, which isn't actually that old, because vaping's not that old yet. But they ask, you can vape and charge that thing, or you could charge it by USB? No, you actually can't. That's strictly for the upgrades. When you want to charge it, you take the 18650s out, throw them in the charger. You can tell I've got some on the charger right now. Yeah. By the way, I recommend that charger. It's the Nightcore all-in-one D4, the digital. It's got 4 bays on it. It's a good charger. Works great. I mean, that's what a charger is supposed to do. Other than that, I don't really think there's too much else I can tell you. Venting on the bottom. For if your batteries happen to vent out on you one day, this makes sure that your mod does not become a concussive bomb and it has somewhere for pressure to go. Otherwise, if there's nowhere for pressure to go, it's even worse. So yeah, there's an infrared sensor. That's kind of groovy. I like it. So would I recommend getting this? If you've got the money to go out and get a mod, and you want a mod that's going to make you feel like you don't need any other mod out there, then yeah, go get the IPV3Li. Wake and Vape has them on right now for $79.99. If you catch them on a sale, they'll probably have a deal and you'll get extra stuff with it. They always do that once in a while. They just had the SIG on there with a whole kit worth of stuff. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. It's got a good finish on it too. IPVs are known to not hold their paint jobs too well, but I mean, as long as the unit's still working good. Oh yeah, this thing here. Let's see, there you go. It's got to hold the light the right way. If you notice this panel along the back side, I've been told this was put on, as well as these corners. If you look, it looks like it's got cut corners, like a deck of Uno cards, if you know Uno cards, right? Anyhow, to help distinguish it from other mods, because there's a lot of other mods that look exactly the same as that. I disagree. The SIG 150 is the exact same size, and yeah, you can get it dark. You can get this in silver. They might look close to the same, but the button arrangement's different. Hold that thought. What do you think? You tell me in the comments below. Please, actually comment. Do they look the same to you? Are they distinguishably different? I think they look a lot different. Even if it didn't have this down the backside, it's still different enough with the cut corners. It gives it a cool look too. That's my Sigali 150. There'll be a review on that sometime, but it's got no power, so there's no good doing a review on it right now. I suppose the last thing's last. Tell you about the menu a little bit. The menu's kind of a little bit different. If you like the straightforward menus like with the SIG, right, there's no jumping in and out of menus. You're just adjusting. Wattage up, wattage down, fire. That's it. But there's no temp control on that either. That's just straight wattage. This here, from a blank screen, you fire it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It asks you, system on. We don't want system on or off, so we'll hit that. Dual mode, which means I'm in temperature control mode. Fahrenheit. 460. Okay, we're going to change that. You know how hard that is to do from the camera? 555, that's where I'm set, okay? Coil select, NI200. What's that one say? Exit on. I want to exit out the menu, so I'm going to hit that button. And now I just raised the temperature, but it's still at 49 joules. As you can see, that's working really well. Temperature control, like I said, dual 12 coil parallel with nickel, and it's just It's almost like wattage mode. It's got a nice warm temperature, but it doesn't continue to get warmer. Cotton's probably almost getting dry. And the flavor is pure. Mercury smoked banana custard is what I've got in here right now. And man, is it ever yummy. You ever find one of those vapes that's just really hard to put down? This is one of them. Battery life management, how's that for it? I'd say a set of 18 good 18650s like what I've got in here right now. They're what, 2500 amp hour, 2500 milliamp, and they last me a good 3/4 of a day. But I vape a lot. I mean, my apartment's always fogged out. I got the ceiling fan going over there, and there's still a layer of haze floating around my apartment. Yeah, another new camera. I've got a screen over here, and I'm supposed to be looking here, so you're used to it. You've seen my videos, right? So if you want one of these, go to Wake and Vape right now. $79, American denomination, United States denomination, the Amero. That's what it's going to end up being. Anyhow, that's a different subject, isn't it? Check out the IPV3Li. This is what I'm considering one of the king of vapes. This is one of the best vapes I've gotten my hands on so far. Not for power ways, not for anything, but for all around comfortability, weight, power use, removable 18650s, so if my batteries muff out on me, then I can just get new 18650s and keep on using it. Whereas if you've got an internal battery and that fries out on you, you gotta replace the internal. That's not really something I've seen too much of yet. So go get yourself one of these bad boys. I really recommend it. Vaping on it for a few weeks now, and I wouldn't get rid of it for nothing. Alright? Enjoy your vapes. Use good e-juice, blah 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 blah. Not sure what I was really going to say right there. So, yeah, vape on. Don't smoke the cigarettes, they're gross. Vape, it's good. Have a good night.